looks delicious.
Pretty. Very good. All right. All right.
Get your hands up.
It's like a cooling rack for while baking, like.
Oh yeah, that'll work. Yeah, it need to be. I feel like this is like shopping, but like
Yeah.
it's
It's fun like finding holidays.
Yeah.
It's definitely my favorite part.
It's so unique.
I get yelled at a lot by my business partner getting on to but stuff.
Can we talk about how much we miss brunch? We as in I miss brunch. I miss going outside. I miss going to restaurants. I want to eat somewhere other than my car or at home. In case you do have food at home, this next recipe is one of my favorites. It is influenced by this restaurant in LA. It's called Met Her at a Bar, and they have this amazing strawberry ricotta toast with basil, honey, and edible flowers. It is so yummy. If you're at home and maybe some friends are coming over, or if it's just yourself and you want to eat a plate of strawberry ricotta toast, you absolutely should without any judgment. I'm not judging you. Let's get started. To get things started, these are the ingredients that you will need for your strawberry ricotta toast. I love this recipe because it's simple ingredients that you probably already have at home, plus maybe a few extras, but super simple, super easy. All right, I like to personally use sourdough or French bread for a crusty bread. I think that's really important for any type of good toast. You don't want anything that's too aggressive, not too hard, but also not too soft. In a skillet, I'm going to add some white sugar and then also some other things to my strawberries just to give them a little more flavor. My heat is on medium. You don't need it super high just because strawberries are delicate. You know, they don't need a whole bunch of heat. I'm going to add some pure vanilla extract to that just to give a little bit more flavor, more character to those strawberries. And then I'm kind of going to balance that out with a little bit of sea salt. I usually just use sea salt here and there in everything that I do, just to make sure that our flavors are pretty balanced. We're gonna let that compote get all sexy, simmer for a little bit, and you'll see that your strawberries will start to look a little bit like this. In a bowl, I'm whipping my ricotta with sugar, vanilla. If you want, you can add something else to this, maybe an herb of choice. You can add lemon zest, really anything to this ricotta if you want to add an additional flavor. But if you want to keep it simple, just do sugar and vanilla just to give it a little bit more personality. On my bread, I am taking that ricotta mixture and I'm just smoothing it on there like so, like that. And that's pretty much it. I told you it was super simple, super quick. We're gonna lay those strawberries on there like that. Got some of that juice dripping down too, which I think is so good. I love making a compote because sometimes fresh strawberries are not really that sweet. And also, I just feel like it needs a little more character. So that's why I like making this mixture. For garnish, I'm gonna take some fresh basil, and this is a process called chiffonading. So I roll up my basil and then you cut it, and when you cut it, it kind of cuts like ribbons, which is what a chiffonade is. Just makes your garnish super sexy and just kind of like a little bit more flimsicle or flirty. Raining. And I am going to put the basil on top of that toast. You can just sprinkle it wherever it lays is where it is going to lay. And then of course you already know edible flowers. This is just a recipe that micro edible flowers look so good on. Very colorful, very vibrant, which is the direction that I'm going for this dish. To garnish and end it on out, I'm going to take some raw honey and I'm going to drizzle that on my toast. You don't have to drizzle honey if you don't want to add the extra sugar, but you know, I don't think anything is wrong with a little extra honey. So I'm gonna put that on there, just like that. Make it nice and pretty. It definitely elevates your toast to the next level, so I would encourage using raw honey. These are a few bonus scenes from my favorite brunch spot in LA so far. Met her at a bar. These are some of my favorite things to order there that I can absolutely vouch for. Let's go behind the scenes so that you can see what it looks like inside. Met Her at a Bar is off of La Brea in Los Angeles. This spot is kind of special to me because when I first moved here, my first weekend in Los Angeles, my mom, my twin sister, we came here for brunch and the food was so good. Also across the street, there is Met Him at a Bar, and it's this pasta spot. Shameless plug. It is also very, very good. So check those out. I love like local restaurants that kind of become the spot low key. This is definitely that type of place. It's very intimate, very quaint. I definitely would recommend coming before 10 a.m. because if you go after 10, you're going to be waiting at least 30 minutes, especially on the weekends. I always like to start off with Thai tea. I'm a fan of Thai tea. I love this restaurant because it has a lot of Thai and Vietnamese influences. I'm obsessed with Vietnamese food. It is so good. All right, here is the toast. It is so, so good. I can't really say anything else, but I mean, it already looks amazing, doesn't it? Just look at that, just sexy. I also ordered the You Make Me Wake Up Happy. It's a tongue twister. But the waffles are like these Belgian style waffles, very crisp and fluffy, just really good food. Of course, butter, you know, gotta set my waffle up. Well, this is the part of the video where I say goodbye, but it's not a goodbye. It is a see you later. I will see you in the kitchen next week for a new episode. Peace, love, and good food to you. I'll see you next time.